Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to the start of a brand new series. This second channel needs some love, you know? It needs some love. We've got a full-time freaking editor that works on the daily uploads, and you guys get at least 2 videos a day now on this channel. You need to subscribe. You need to press that button. This is my anime-only channel if you're new here. And now, on top of all of that, we are doing music reactions on this channel, to anime music specifically. We are now starting a brand new series on this Monday, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And every single Friday, we do an extra openings and endings reaction, revisiting the anime we've watched. And we go back and check those out. And also, I'm going to set some sub goals. I think I'm going to set a sub goal for 50,000, 75,000, and 100,000. And all of those are going to include a brand new anime series. So when this channel hits 50,000 subscribers, I'm going to start a brand new anime series that you guys get to vote for here exclusively on this channel. When we hit 75,000, you guys are going to get 2 episodes a week. And when we hit 100,000, you get 3 episodes a week of whatever that anime series is that you guys vote for. It'll be exclusive to this channel, and it can be any anime series that you will want. That's it. Anyway, like, subscribe, clip this, share it. Let's see if we can meet those sub goals. And now, it's time to talk about this new series that I'm starting. This is our OVA series. I get so many requests to react to OVAs. Slime OVAs are really recommended. The Attack on Titan OVAs are really recommended, and a bunch of other ones that you guys all really want me to react to, but we don't really have a place to react to them because they're only like a few episodes. We can't really do it on Twitch, and we can't do it here on YouTube because they're not requested enough. So I was trying to work out where, and G.O.T extra. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to let you guys run this Monday slot. Every single Monday, I'm going to look at the comment section. I'm going to see what you've all asked for, and that is what I'm going to react to next week. So the more comments and the most upvoted comments of series, so if I see like 100 people recommending like X OVA, then I'll react to X OVA. If I see one comment that has like 200 upvotes and it's people saying react to Y OVA, then I react to Y OVA. And that is how this series is going to progress. So for now, we're starting on easily the most requested OVA you've all asked me to react to, and that is The Lost Girls, which is the Attack on Titan OVA, and there's a 3-part series to this, so hopefully you guys want me to just watch all 3 episodes to this, and I've always wanted to watch this, and it's fitting because my wife just finished watching Season 1 of Attack on Titan. Funny story, she went to watch the first episode of Season 2, and I was about to start the OVA, and she accidentally ended up watching the OVA instead, and was super confused. So yeah, I thought that was really funny. So yeah, that's about it. Bless her, because Crunchyroll just opens up whatever you were watching last, so she just pressed play on Attack on Titan thinking it was the next episode, and it was just this. And she was like, the next episode made no sense. And I looked on the Crunchyroll, and I was like, that's because you didn't watch the next episode. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Like the video, subscribe, make sure you put your comment recommendations down below. What OVA would you like to see next week? Would you want to see part 2? Let me know. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to finally the Attack on Titan Lost Girls OVA. Jesus Christ, man. I'd honestly just... It's been a while since I watched an Attack on Titan episode. My word. Fuck me, man. The screams. My boy Marco. Oh, my word. God, man. Annie's redemption is literally like what Jamie Lannister should have been in Game of Thrones. 使命のためには誰かの血でこの手を染めなきゃならない。明日の任務第57回壁外調査エレン・イェーガーの捕獲。Like an opening? So this takes place, this episode, just before we get the famous compliment on Annie's ass. Nice. God, Attack on Titan really is just... It's just incredible, man.
何読んでんのよ。
Ah, forgot about her.
何よう兄、憲兵団はどうだ。こっちは壁外調査を控えて訓練の真っ最中だ。
とにかく長距離索敵陣形とやらを覚えるのが大変でな。こんなことなら俺も憲兵団に入っとくんだった。エレンは別の班だから最近やってないが。
絶望的につまんない手紙ね。ま、あんたの知り合いならしょうがないか。っていうかあんた、せっかくの非番なのにまた兵服なんか着てんの？そんなんじゃモテないよって教えてあげたじゃん。あんた愛想ないんだからさ、おしゃれくらいし。
Which is it looked like she was building one of those weird ass like pick a color, blue, 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 blue. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you guys ever do those in school? It's funny because it's all completely pointless. You only need to pick either a 1 or a 2, but we'd all pick like different things. The color thing is pretty cool though. I am really annoyed that it's taken me this long to watch this, to be honest. A lot of people have been yelling at me at this. There's a bunch of Attack on Titan OVAs people want me to react to as well, because the only one we've seen is the Levi stories, right? I don't remember how many episodes it was. Was it 2 episodes? But there's like 8 episodes in total. The Slime ones have been, what is it called, like Slime Diaries? They've been so requested. Even the Overlord ones have been heavily recommended. I'm actually just really happy to be back in the world of Attack on Titan. I've forgotten... I honestly, I hadn't, well, I'll say I've forgotten how much I love this, but that's the wrong way to word it, because there'll never be anything like Attack on Titan. But at the same time, I feel like I had.
いつか機会があればね。それより、明日の宮内巡回なんだけど、病欠ってことにしておいてもらえない。
This is actually going to fill in quite a big blank as well, because this is information you don't know.
あのさ、非番って野暮用を済ませるためにあるわけだよね。今日済ませなよ。
向こうにも都合ってものがあってね。
じゃ、一つ貸しね。
Oh, it's a sexy favor.
家出しちゃったんだって。
Oh, no, it's not a sexy favor.
それで
5日くらい前かな。お前探してこいって先輩に押し付けられちゃってさ。
What's that word? I don't mean to sound like an idiot, but I've never seen that word before. Foisted. Is that how I say that? I've never seen that word before.
ほんとやってらんないよね。
それで
そのさ、それでってやつやめてくんない？尋問されてる気分なんだけど。
いつか他の表現を思いついたらね。それで
まあいいや。それで私ってこう見えて結構忘れっぽくってさ、忘れないうちに返してほしいんだよね。さっきの貸し。
なるほど、交換条件ってわけ。
Smart.
嫌ならいいよ。無断欠勤すれば本部に記録残っちゃうけどね。
It's interesting because Annie's resolve and character, it's such a shame that like we barely get any of Annie, you know? Like, because we don't. Annie is probably one of the coolest characters in Attack on Titan that we just don't get fuck all of, you know? She's not, she literally is in season 1 and not even that much in season 1, you know? And then frozen and then we don't see her again until like fucking way later. And I just think she's great. And especially like when you think about her character development arc, it's also crazy when you think how much she changed despite the fact of being frozen that entire time. But obviously I guess her mind was still working because she was in a state on purpose. Does that mean she was like meditating or like, it's so interesting, isn't it? I really love like her story progression.
どうせそれが嫌なんでしょ？どうする？
Man, it's crazy. It's so crazy how much things change.
それでどんな男なの？あんたの野暮よ。どうせ男に会うんでしょ？まさかさっきのライナーなんとかじゃないわよね。
It's a Reiner.
ね、どんな男？
Well, there's a smaller blonde guy
15
called.
の巨人。
あんたさ、無理に冗談言わなくていいのよ。絶望的につまんないから。
Small blonde guy named
カー
Armin.
リー・ストラットマン。830年生まれ、20歳。マルレン商会の会長。エリオット・ G ・ストラットマンの一人娘か。
なんだよ兄、
Like in
非
the
番返上で
OST.
仕事か？
とても非番を楽しむ気にはなれなくてね。それに借りを少しは返さないと気分が悪い。
変なやつだな。ま、せいぜい頑張れよ。
Got the story and voice acting.
何
It's
かを
just
してい
always
ないと
so
つい
good.
明日のことを考えてしまって気がめいる。だから今は少しだけ兵士ごっこに興じてみるとしよう。
You know what's interesting is there is a lot of anime I watched when I first started my anime journey, right? And now, like, I feel like if I went back and rewatched a lot of the earlier anime I had seen, I might have like completely different feelings about it. Now, having watched like 50, 60 fucking anime that we've seen now, like between watching Attack on Titan 2 years ago to now, a lot has changed. And yet, I know for a damn fact that nothing would change if I did a full rewatch through of Attack on Titan, which I actually tried to do, but I just didn't have the time. And I got through most of season 1, and I was just loving it. And then I ran out of time. And then do you ever have that? You start watching the show, and then like something just happens, and 2 months go by, and you're like, man, I haven't watched that in 2 months. That's literally what happened with me with Attack on Titan. And you know what? The show is just so fucking great. It's so great. I remember everything. It was the first anime I ever watched, and I swear I remember everything. It is amazing. I could go back, rewatch a million things, and might feel differently about them. But if anything, I just love Attack on Titan even more.
例の件よろしくね。
She kind of reminds me of the bad girl from Lost in Space TV show.
旦那様、憲兵支部のアニ・レオンハート様をお連れしました。
どうせかけたまえ。
So
失礼します。
this all happened. Well, I guess she's part of the police, so this is just her
今日は
normal job,
娘さん
right?
の失踪時の状況をお聞かせ願えればと思って伺いました。
つまり娘はまだ見つかっとらんということか。
Who's
手がか
Bart?
りの一つ
No.
くらいは見つけたんだろうな。
申し訳ありませんが。
なるほど。私は働きすぎらしい。あんたの言っとることがさっぱりわからん。娘の捜索願いを出してからすでに10日経つ。しかし捜査中だったはずのあんたは一つの手がかりも得ていないという。
Gotta say, based on the fact that this is supposed to be this guy's daughter and his resolve seems really calm and bizarre, it would make me very suspicious of him. You know, his daughter's been missing for 10 days. He doesn't seem more angry. He just kind of got like a bit venom to his like calm demeanor. But
つまりあんたはそれだけ無能ということか。
そう考えていただいて結構です。
違うな。あんたは嘘をついている。この10日間捜査なんぞ行われてはおらんかった。大方たらい回しにされとったんだろ
おっしゃる通りです。2人の人間を経由し、今朝私のところへ。
う。なるほど。つまりあんたが私の娘を探す唯一の人間というわけか。
そうです。
I like that she's
Anta,
bluntly
Name
honest, as always.
一月です。
私はこれまでに多額の税金を納めてきた。その仕打ちがこれらしい。大事な一人娘の捜査に入団1ヶ月のひよっこが送り込まれてきた。
お気に召さなければ追い返していただいて結構です。民間業者に娘さんの捜索を依頼なさればいい。
悪くない選択肢だ。
では。
だが問題がある。民間業者は詐欺師の集まりだ。金を踏んだくることばかりに頭を使うな。そして私は自分の目を信じておる。人間を見る目だ。あんたはひよっこだが信頼に値する人間だと私の目は言っておる。
This guy's got my level of judge of character. I trust my eyes. You. I can trust you. Wait, what do you mean you're a spy sent from an evil nation that's here to kill us all? Huh. I thought I could trust you.
娘を探してくれんか。
Maybe you can trust her with this task.
それが仕事ですから。
But I don't know about trusting her with anything else. At least not this version of Annie.
さて、娘が失踪した時の状況だったな。
はい。
あれは捜索願いを出した2日前のことだ。その日の夕食に娘は姿を現さんかった。そんなことはこれまでに一度もなかった。私と娘はどれだけ忙しくても夕食だけは必ず一緒にとっておったからな。
He seems less suspicious now.
それさえ守ればお互いに干渉しない。それが我々の間のルールだった。
最後にお会いしたのは？
その前日の夕食の時だ。
その時、娘さんに普段と変わったところはありましたか？
私の見た限りではない。
娘さんの交友関係やよく立ち寄る場所などご存知ですか？
知らん。
娘さんは普段何をされていたのですか？
知らん。
娘さんが普段何をしているのかご存知ないということでしょうか？
そうだ。娘は3年前にアインリッヒ大学校を出て以来何もしとらん。
専攻は？
化学だ。さっきも言ったが、我々はお互いに一切干渉せんことにしとる。
It's a peculiar situation where this guy doesn't seem that bothered that his daughter's missing, but also seems to have his head quite screwed on and seems interested. This guy is a perfect example of someone who seems two emotions at once. He seems to not care about his daughter's disappearance. At the same time, really cares about his daughter's disappearance because he's noticed everything the police have done. But it could go one way or the other, you know? It's one of those people that you could see him being like this scared father who's just like a bit of a businessman, so he acts kind of coldly. Or he's like guilty of some shit and is hiding it. And it could literally be one way or the other. And even now, he's like saying, I spend loads of time with my daughter. You know, well, maybe not loads of time, but, you know, enough time to constantly have dinner together. Meanwhile, doesn't know a single damn thing about her. I guess that's not so uncommon, but it is interesting.
たとえ娘がどれだけ遊び歩こうが構いやせん。
娘さんはよく遊び歩いていたのですか？
例えばの話だ。実際のところはわからん。
誘拐ということは？
そりゃないだろう。何の要求も来とらんからな。
娘さんとの関係は良好でしたか？
娘が何を考えておったのか、私にはまるでわからんよ。She's like a bad relationship.
娘が何を考えているかわかる父親などいないでしょう。
So I'm just keep thinking. I'm interested to see if there's like any major spoilers in this episode because my wife accidentally watched this. Now, good thing about my wife, she doesn't pick up on things that well. So like whenever I'm watching anything with my wife, I have to pause the movie like 10 damn times to explain a million damn things. Because the only thing in this that's a light spoiler would be the fact that when Annie did what Annie did, she was standing next to Reiner and Bert, but it doesn't really look like there wasn't really like that way that scene was shown wasn't like too revealing, and the fact that they were just standing there, they kind of looked horrified as well, and she didn't mention anything about that, so I know for a fact she didn't pick up on it, so I was a little bit worried about that, but luckily it seems all right. So that's like a whew, you know, it's one of those moments where you're like, oh. But now I'm like watching this, I'm like, are there gonna be any like moments coming up? I think we're past it. So phew, Jesus Christ, that would have been so bad, bless her. Just like, but I'm really glad because she was like talking about season 2 today and she's got no clue, but that's coming up. Man, season 2 so good.
千客万来だ。昔を思い出すよ。
I've forgotten the season 2 was so short though.
ところであんたはどうして憲兵団に入った？
なぜです？
She seems honest most of the time.
珍しいからだ。
内地での平和で穏やかな
Who's that person walking by the window? Wait, that's the person they sent away.
そうだな。
I see why. I simply wanted to be. It is true that she doesn't really give off that energy. This guy's quite smart.
他に何か聞きたいことはあるかね？
いえ、今のところは十分です。
But so is
何か
Annie.
分かればまた伺います。
よろしく頼む。
あんたは私が嘘をついていることが分かってるんだろう。その通り。でもあんただって何かを隠している。
Absolutely is.
すぐに出かける。馬車を用意してくれ。
かしこまりました。
So suspicious, man. The guy is very, like, smart, though. Very calculated. The Stohez district. A city on the eastern part of Ulcina. While there's a wealthy neighborhood there, in the back streets there are bars as such where manual laborers gather, which results in a disorderly atmosphere. Also, there were once plans to build an underground city, and for some reason it came to a standstill, and some of its subterranean passages still remain today. Okay, interesting. There's a lot of underground stuff around their city. Around the walls. It was very
要
Italian.
約すると、マルレーン商会はウォールマリアで仕入れた商品をウォールシーナの小売業者に卸して、その利ザヤで利益を上げていたわけだ。
紹介として
It's
は
actually interesting. It's
典
just
型
like
的な営業形態。
Annie the detective.
ああ。しかし、845年にウォールマリアが壊されたことで大幅に事業を縮小し、残ったのは馬車による乗客の輸送業の
I
み
feel like I recognize this guy's voice
なるほ
actor.
ど。助かったよ。あんたも仕事を押し付けられたの？
お前たちと一緒にするな。俺はただ目録を作ってるだけだ。目録がないなんて考えられないからな。
マルレーン商会は落ち目だ。しかしストラットマンは豪勢な暮らしを維持している。さらにカーリー・ストラットマン、家業が落ち目なのに手伝うどころか働きさえしていない。そして父親はそのことを気にも留めていない。奇妙な親子だ。いや、私と私の父親だって十分奇妙か。
You know what's interesting as well is he may know roughly what's happened to his daughter, but not laying it on. He may not be involved, but maybe there's something. He's definitely hiding something, you know. But whether or not that is he may know what happened to his daughter. Nah, but then why would he submit the police report? Because it would look suspicious if he didn't, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting.
辛いか兄。しかし全ては使命を果たすためだ。使命を果たすことがお前がこの世に生を受けた意味だ。
絶対服従。私と父親の間にはその言葉しか存在しなかった。待てよ。カーリーは父親の金で生活していた。なのに父親は娘のことを対等の存在のように話していた。
Yeah, it was interesting.
我々はお互いに一切干渉せんことにしとる。たとえ娘がどれだけ遊び歩こうが構いやせん。
遊び歩く。マルロン。職務質問記録を。大当たり。カーリーは2年前に職務質問を受けていた。
I really like how this is done. It's literally just a detective series around Annie, and the fact that this takes place just before everything that kicked off with the freaking female Titan out on the mission, you know, with the attempted capture and the brutalization of Levi's team. Like, it really is just kind of awesome because Annie was obviously gone for a while on her own and part of the, like, police regiment. And we don't know anything about her. And that time period is just blank. So having something fill in the blanks is actually really cool.
酔っ払って酒場の前で寝ていたところを憲兵に保護された。その酒場の名はピット・リドーズ。
Having a bar called Pit is not the best name for a bar. That guy looks way too fancy to be working in a place like this.
この娘に見覚えは？
さあ、知りませんね。
Privacy. Is that a lot of money? I don't know.
そんなものを出されても知らないものは知りませんよ。
喉が渇いただけ。ライムエード。
Limeade. Is that like a lemonade, but lime? Do I sound like an idiot asking that question? Stations.
知ってるね。
知るかよ。それよか早くお家に帰ってパパに慰めてもらいな。
Jesus, you fucked up, bro. You would have a better chance going to the forest trying to fight a bear. Like how his boys aren't even trying to help.
コーデロインだね。 違法薬物の所持は禁錮3年から5年。ただし
ふざけんじゃねえ。
There we go, they're trying to help now. Oh shit! Oh man. Doesn't even change her facial expression either. Look at her. She looks like she's just half
た
asleep.
だしこの娘について知っていることを聞かせてくれたら私は何も見なかったことにな
Man, I love Annie.
る。どうする？
Will it be, lads? Meanwhile, that must be a really good fucking book.
小便ちびるくらい気前が良くてな。いつも俺たちに酒を振る舞ってくれた。
一緒にダンスを踊ってくれたり、みんなカーリーが好きだった。
Oh, she was nice.
10日ぐらい前かな。突然すげえ剣幕で怒り出してな。みんなびっくりしてた。
その後急に黙り込んだと思ったら店を出てって。で、それ以来誰も見てねえ。
なぜ怒り出したの？
この間抜けのせいだ。カーリーの前でコデロインなんて飲んだから。でも変なんだ。俺たちいつも他の役やってるけど、カーリーは特に何も言わなかった。
でもコデロインを見たら怒った。なぜ？
そんなの俺たちが聞きてえよ。
なんでカーリーのことを知らないと嘘をついたの？
It's interesting because it's nothing negative. They know her and like her, but you wouldn't get that from these kind of guys. Kind of reminds me of that random episode of Free Run. I won't say more because of spoilers. But yeah, they seem like shady and they're not giving off that energy at all. It's weird. I mean, they are. Obviously, they're doing drugs and shit, but you know what I mean. They actually seem like nice shady guys, not like evil shady guys. Then again, the dude did try and grab Annie's ass. Nah, I don't know, man. It's hard to judge these guys. Are they bad? Are they not bad? Are they morally great? No, I mean, they're bad. But they go on with Carly. I don't know. But they literally like taking drugs, tried to grab her ass. I mean, they're not good. Let's be honest. What did I want to ask? That was it. I was gonna say, I wonder if her dad deals in this drug, and that's why she's like so anti it. That would make sense. But then again, they stay out of each other's affairs, unless she did start meddling in her dad's affairs. But then why would he call the police on her? So many
家に
things.
帰れなくなるよ。
待ってくれよ。
カーリーは何かやべえことやってると思ったからだ。あいつの親父は落ちぶれた。でもカーリーはたんまり金を持ってた。
Where did she
ど
get?
う考えてもやばい金なんだよありゃ。
だからあんたはカーリーを逮捕するつもりだと思ったんだよ。
Ah.
それによ、どう見ても仇じゃねえやつがカーリーのことを嗅ぎ回ってたんだ。
どんなやつ？
洒落た背広を着て片方が義眼の男だ。瞳の部分が赤くてな。見ればすぐにわかるぜ。
Oh shit! That's the bad guy from Last Action Hero! Oh my god, someone call Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's gotta come and whoop this guy's ass. Come on. I bet only like 3 of you have seen that movie. You seen The Last Action Hero? It's a great movie.
それはいつ頃？
5日くらい前だ。
カーリーがやってたヤバいことというのは？
さあ、それは知らねえ。
わかった。あんたたちは違法薬物を子供に売っていたという報告書を出す。
Jesus.
牢獄生活は随分長くなるだろうね。
おい、ふざけるなよ。俺たち本当に何も知らねえ。
さっきはカーリーのことを知らないと言った。ヤバいことってのも忘れてるだけなんじゃないの？
違う、本当に知らねえんだ。
牢獄に向かう途中で思い出すかもしれないね。
その人たちは本当に知らないと思いますよ。だからもういじめないでやってもらえませんかね。
あんたも何か思い出したの？
私は何も忘れてませんよ。ただ本を読む邪魔をされたくなかっただけです。
Like this guy.
カーリーの恋人なら彼女が何をやってたのか知ってるんじゃないですか？
名前と住所は？
ケンパーボルツ、南アーヘン通りに住んでます。
That's suspicious for him to give up that kind of information. Is he sending her to a trap or something?
パンチまでは知りませんが。
俺だって今の今まで知らなかったんだよ。なんだよ。
邪魔したね。
あれ
Just pop it back
あ
in
んたは
place.
なんで知ってるの？
何をです？
カーリーとケンパーのこと。
長い間この仕事をやっているといろんな物事を知ることになります。たとえ知りたくないことでもね。
I mean, I believe him. You know, I worked as a barman for 2 years. You'll also be surprised how many people just kind of just tell you things. People just really open up to bar people. I mean, it's the alcohol and the scene and the setting, and sometimes they're on their own. But yeah, you do, yeah. Obviously not on this guy's level. This guy probably knows like the most fucked up shit ever. That cat knows. That cat knows. That cat knows too much, and you better take the cat out. She's scared now. She's like, shit, that cat's gonna rat me out. How ironic, a cat ratting me
何を
out.
やってるんだ私は。カーリーの恋人のところに行って何の手がかりもなければもう終わりにしよう。ここまでやれば借りは返したはずだ。
お客さん着きましたよ。
This case is insane, by the way. It's a
戻るま
completely
で待ってても
insane
らえる。
case.
あんた新米だな。ここがどんな場所か知らないのか？
ストヘスクの吐きだめでしょ。危険すぎて憲兵の巡回ルートから外された地区。
分かってるなら俺の答えも分かるだろ。
Off he goes.
なんだあんた。
ケンパー・ボルツという男を知ってる？区内で許可なく火を焚くことは禁止されてる。質問に答えてくれれば見逃してやってもいいけど。
面白い姉ちゃんだな。
Oh,
暑さが
great.
頭
Here
や
you
られち
go
まった
again.
のか。俺たちが涼しくしてやろうか。
How many times have people gotta learn this lesson? Don't fuck with Annie. Well, these guys learned quicker than the last guys. Jesus, now these guys are a little bit smarter.
ケンパー・ボルツという男を知ってる？
I reckon
225番
they
地だ。
do. Yeah, there you
そこ
go.
の3階の。
ケンパーさんいらっしゃいますか？ストヘスク憲兵支部の者ですが。
When was the last time people saw this Kemper guy? Okay, yeah, there's someone there. That's a bit fucking suspicious.
ケンパーさんいらっしゃいませんか？
It's kind of crazy when you think this is what Annie was doing. I just imagine Annie doing nothing. Like just kind of sitting around, not doing much, just thinking about, like, you know, how she's going to get Aaron. The glasses don't look dusty or anything. The apple's rotten. In a place like this, you'd imagine the liquor would be like a different, like discolored after being sat out for so many days. So her boyfriend deals this shit? She got angry about it?
さっき言ったはずだぞ。静かにしろって。なんとか言え。謝れ。いつもみてえにヒーヒー謝るんだよ。早くしろ。そったらバカにしやがって。そこで待ってろ。
Why was she like nervous about someone coming in? Because there's a body there, but you're the police officer. But then maybe she just had like a panic in this moment. I mean, the thing is, it's easy to forget. Is there anything in these credits? Is it just the Attack on Titan ending? Is this a special ending for the OVA? What ending is this? Do I know this ending? Let's watch the ending. I haven't seen this ending, have I? Do I know the song, though? Yeah, we forget. God, it sounds good. You forget very easily that Annie is still young. And in like this situation, even though they're like, even though because she's such a badass, it's easy. Like it is easy to like age badass characters. You know what I mean? But Annie isn't old, and in a situation like this, seeing like bodies like this and that sort of thing, this is still new to her. It's not going to be fun to watch. You know? It's not. You know what I mean? It's gonna mess her up. So her running kind of makes sense, even though she's a police officer. She doesn't need to. When did this OVA come out? When did this OVA come out? Don't have to worry, my wife didn't watch the ending, but it's curious. Not that she'd know anything anyway. It's what is that context, really, isn't it? Great song. Why do I feel like I've heard it? Have I not heard it? Such a weird situation with Annie, man. It really is. It really is. Oh my gosh. It's just like that, isn't it? It's just like that. You're back there. You're back in that mode. Oh my word. Also, I want to say, first, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who followed my brother on Twitch. My brother, his Twitch channel is The Clockwork Witch. He recently broke 1,000 followers and is still climbing. And I want to say thank you to everyone who supported him on his beginning on Twitch. And he is actually going to be starting Attack on Titan soon. He's never seen it. He's never watched it. A few years ago, like years and years and years ago, he watched the first episode and said he didn't like it. He said the first episode was too predictable, wasn't for him, and he didn't like it. Those were his exact words. But now he started streaming. You know, his brother is watching some anime. His community and us have managed to convince him to give it another go. So in a couple of weeks, he is going to begin Attack on Titan, finish the entire series. And I'm very excited because I'm looking forward to proving him wrong, making him look like an idiot, and also introducing him to his new favorite anime. And we all know it's going to happen. There's no one who can sit down and watch Attack on Titan from episode 1 and finish it and not fall in love with this show. It's a freaking masterpiece. It's so good. But yeah, anyway, with that said, I love that this is showing Annie's character the way it is. I love it. Because Annie is a very complex character. Annie has a crazy complex arc and story and character development. And like I said, literally has like what you would want Jaime Lannister to have from Game of Thrones if he wasn't ruined by the freaking, what is it, Duffer Brothers? No, Duffer Brothers do Stranger Things. They're awesome. DBY's George something, I don't know. Either way, whatever. David something? The D dudes. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like Annie's character. Oh man, it's so good. And I love this. This is fantastic. Because it is like a blank. Annie just vanishes and then comes back. And we never get that, like, what happened in the middle thing. And it's nice actually having that. Because she's a character we don't get much of either. So to be able to have this, it gives us more of her. And she's a character I really enjoyed. And I was sad that we weren't getting much of her. And I feel like how she ties into the main story is brilliantly done. And you couldn't really give the audience more of her unless you do it like this. And I feel like this is a really good idea. Anyway, that's where my reaction to this OVA ends. I am super curious to see the next couple of episodes. If you guys want them, we'll continue them. And then this series is going to continue by me reading the comments to see what you all asked for. But I am super curious to see where this one goes. I do wonder why she ran. Like I said, it could just be because she's a bit younger, you know, not used to seeing dead bodies. I mean, look how she reacted with Marco. It could literally be that, you know, she was horrified. It was like she had to do this, but hated that she had to do this, you know? So I am like curious to see how that continues. Where that goes. That's something I am like looking forward to seeing. I guess we'll have to wait and see. You know? I'm sorry, my brain just had a little fart moment then. But yeah, like, why did she run? Was it just because she was scared? Is there another reason behind it? Who is the person knocking the door? Who was the person spying on her? And what's the dad got to do with all of this? We have like a proper murder mystery on our hands here. And I'm all here for it. Attack on Titan murder mystery? Sounds good. Like, subscribe. Unblurred reactions are on Patreon. So if you want to sign up to that, it's $1 a month. Link in the description. And yeah, also there might be something cool coming for Patreon members. So you have to keep an eye out on that. Anyway, as always, my friends, you right there will see me in the next video.